Hello, everybody. Ollamh here, and it is Friday, so it's time for another deep dive to start. Now, this past week, I recorded like nothing. There was just so much stuff going on around the house and trying to get things organized and do stuff, and things that I wanted to talk about as far as weathering the front, stuff that Outlander wanted to do for weathering the front. Just a whole lot of stuff. But I'm going to try and get back into doing this on a regular basis, doing this at least record one thing a day. Now, one of the things you may have noticed about, the past week or so about as far as our channel is the fact that, I've started coloring the gameplay face cam a bit. Finally got the color gels that I was looking for, or that I had purchased. It took forever to get them from Amazon, despite Amazon Prime, two-day shipping my ass. Yeah, they took forever getting them picked and to UPS, so of course UPS couldn't deliver them on time. But we've gotten those, and I'm working on getting the lighting set up and stuff, so now I'm not going to do it like I did with Slime Rancher. I did an orange and reddish orange. With one shot, I did blue and purple, I think, or blue and red. I actually have a couple different things that I can put up on the overhead light here. One that's a white, actually it's just like an old white dress shirt, but basically it cuts down on how much light comes through. It diffuses the light a lot, so the blue curtain may be seen a little bit, and there's still enough light to reflect off my hair on the top of my chair, so you get a good definition, a good outline of me, but you don't have a very obvious blue, very strong blue in the background. I also have a red one that, again, it doesn't light the background very much, but it does add red, but it does highlight my hair and stuff, which, that's what I want that for. I don't really need to light the background at all. Also been doing those on the live stream. I still need to fiddle around with them a little bit as far as doing them for the live stream, because honestly, the coloration is a little off. How much light it cuts down versus color. The settings for the webcam and stuff like that are a little bit wonky at times. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to and a little bit of exploring and trying things out in order to get it to happen. But yeah, week is done, and I am so glad for that right now, because it's been hell. I actually just got back from a family dinner down the road, from Aunt's birthday and stuff like that, and so yeah, I am ready for bed. I am ready just to drop out. I need to put up a new light over the stove tomorrow. I need to put up an outdoor light in the backyard for the dog, so that when she goes out at night, I don't have to go out with her and flash. She likes to have light out there when she goes out at night. And we figure if we put up a light out there, basically kind of, angle the lights where she usually likes the lights put, she goes out, it'll stay on for 3 or 4 minutes. They're LED lights, so they come on right away. They're super bright, and they don't use up a lot of energy. And that's one of the things with the lights that I have. That's one of the reasons why I like LED lights is they don't create a lot of heat, too. So those gels are in no danger of melting. I can put cloth right up against the bulbs up above me, so that more light is, the light bulb, light source is closer to that, so it's not quite dampening it all the way. It is diffusing it. It is dampening a little bit, but not overly so. And you don't have to worry about potentially lighting the fabric on fire, because, I mean, even when those bulbs have been on for hours, I can still just reach up right up and touch them. And they're warm to the touch, but they're not hot. So, yeah, that's what's been going on the past week. And yeah, I'm going to try, I may just put up one of my secondary light's going to have a gel, like a purple gel or a blue gel or a green gel or whatever on it, just to kind of give a bit of a different coloration, something that's a little bit different, that's a little bit cooler, a little bit neater, a little bit more awesome. All the more to make it a bit more immersive, and not so much that my face cam is standing out and drastically different than the game itself. And just add to the production quality, add to the entertainment value, because that's what this is all about, is entertaining people. So yeah, that's my Friday, so welcome to the next week of the Deep Dive, everybody. So much for recording something every day. Yesterday was just a complete wash of a day. I got pretty much nothing done. Yeah, it was not a good day. And then last night I could not sleep for shit. I think I finally gave up trying to go to sleep about 7 o'clock in the morning. Record 2 videos, and then finally managed to just pass out. Yeah. And then I slept for 5 or 6 hours. I got up at 6 o'clock in the evening. It's like, okay, I need to get something to eat. I need to record 2 more videos. And tomorrow is going to be the start of our exercise day again. Oh boy, that's going to be fun, let me tell you. I hate these days, because it's seriously, it's starting to get warmer again, thanks to Irma, I think. But yeah, we're starting to get warmer weather. It's supposed to be in the 80s the next few days. It's supposed to be off and on rainy, the next few days. It's going to be bad. It is just going to be bad weather. It's going to be weather that really messes with my head. As far as headaches, it's going to be, it messes with my sleep schedule, because the warmer it gets, the more I tend to try and sleep during the day and stay awake at night. And that's not going to work well for anybody, especially me. But yeah. So yeah, didn't record anything yesterday. Didn't do pretty much anything yesterday. But, well, that's not true. I hung a light over the stove. Ooh. That in and of itself didn't exactly go as planned, because the setup is really effing weird. But anyway, now that the week has officially started, I hope to be recording more stuff on a more regular basis. I just got to make sure that this camera's battery is fully charged. Alright, so Monday's done. Oh, what a busy day. Busy day. Tomorrow's just gonna be even more busy, I think. Yeah. Again, didn't sleep worth crap last night. I don't know why, but I could not sleep. Maybe I slept too much during the evening. I don't know. But yeah, got up, did my exercises. Yay! Up to 11 miles in a half hour on the exercise bike, which is awesome. Recorded my 2 videos, did a live stream, and then hung up a new outdoor motion sensor light out back for the dog, because she's got a cataract in one eye, so she doesn't see very well in the dark. And basically, she, if she has to go out at night, she prefers to have somebody with her, usually with a flashlight, so that she can see well. Well, now she's got 2 LED lights that are going to be shining down into the yard, so with motion activated, so that when she gets to the stairs, that should kick on. One kind of down in front and one off to the side into the main part of the yard and everything. So, the things we do for our animals. But yeah, that's been my Monday so far. Now I'm getting ready to watch the second episode of the Orville. That's the Seth MacFarlane sci-fi television series. And as much as people seem to be very divided. People who hated like Star Trek and stuff like that seem to think that, oh well, that's kind of what it is. It's just, another, a better version of Star Trek almost. People who love Star Trek frickin' hate it because they're like, oh no, they're trying to be like Star Trek. And I disagree with that. I think they're kind of trying to be a little bit like Star Trek, but more realistic. I mean, they don't go in for long-winded, okay, well, here's a long-winded, eloquent speech just right off the, just out of nowhere that the captain's pulling out of his ass. No. It's kind of, okay, well, that happened, and it's like, here's a little quip, and they're like, and then everybody's just kind of like, really? That's what you're going with? You could have come up with something better. And they have these, like, normal conversations. Like, this is how normal people would handle being on a starship and being out in space and stuff like that. It would not be all, oh, well, we follow the exact protocols, everything's good, everything's right, da-da-da-da-da. No, that's unrealistic. And that's one of the problems I kind of have a little bit with Star Trek is they don't show the normal stuff. They don't show, hey, well, the the captain is exhausted, or they're very enthusiastic and very happy about besting the other ship, and it's nothing like that. It's just like, okay, once the situation's dealt with, it's okay. Everybody, back to your normal jobs. It's like, nobody's going to go back to their normal jobs after blowing up a Klingon ship. Come on. Or having a confrontation with the Romulans. Nobody's just going to say, okay, well, I'm just going to go right back to my work now, and no big deal. We're not dealing with that. No, they're like, no. In the Orville, it seems like they're kind of saying, no. When stuff's serious, we'll be serious, but we're also going to show the natural, normal humor and interactions and stuff that comes up with, throwing people together in a confined area and for a long time. Either you're really going to get along and you're going to joke and you're going to laugh and it's all going to be fun and games, or you're going to be at each other's throat and you're going to want to kill everybody. It's one or the other. You're not just going to, okay, well, it's just my job. It's just my job. It's just my job. Okay, well, I go off and do my own thing and they go off and do their own thing. No. And that's one of the things that Star Trek avoids more than anything else. And that's what I think the Orville does well. Now, after I do the second one, I may wind up recording like a podcast. I kind of want to start doing a podcast as far as like first view, second thoughts. Kind of a play on the Terry Pratchett's the witches are supposed to have, the very rare person has first sight and second thoughts. You actually see what's really there, and you think, and you have second thoughts that are thoughts about what you're thinking and how you should be thinking and stuff like that. I think I may wind up doing that with the Orville, because, like I said, it is, from what I've seen so far, it is a good show. I don't think people really understand where it fits into. Is it a comedy? Is it an adventure? Is it supposed to be taken serious? Is it supposed to be taken lighthearted? You could go either way on that as far as taking it lighthearted or taking it serious, but ultimately, it's supposed to be more real. It's supposed to feel more real than Star Trek. And I think that's what they accomplish. But we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so, Tuesday is now officially done and over with. For some reason, Tuesdays have been, like, real busy days lately. Like, not just, they're normally pretty busy, because I actually record 4 videos on Tuesday, mostly because I don't do any streaming or anything else like that. But lately, it's been 4 videos for the channel, and usually, like, 2 for Fiverr. Which actually, brings up an interesting talent that I have found out that I have developed now. That is to say unusual sounding sentences that make no grammatic sense in English like they're natural. Because, as I've said before, I'm sure, when any of the Fiverr stuff they have to give me a script to read that I put up on a laptop behind the camera, and I do, basically use it as a teleprompter. But every now and then, and I try and I make sure to tell them, and when I ask for the scripts, or when the Fiverr website asks for the script, basically, it tells them, hey, make sure to, proofread it. If there's any unusual pronunciations or anything like that, any unusual words, make sure to notate how to pronounce them and all that stuff. And inevitably, you get somebody who English is not their native language, so you have stuff like, if you're to be wanting this, and it's like, and stuff like that, and just really weird phrases and weird ways of saying things. And basically, I've gotten to the point where I can just blow right through them and because I will say whatever they put in the script. And I've had some people that are from the United States. They're supposedly, native English speakers, whole 9 yards, and they're still just like woefully inaccurate scripts and horrible grammatical errors. And I'm just like, I'm doing it as you say. This is, $5, only $4 of which I get to keep, is not enough for me to sit there and proofread your scripts. And it's certainly not enough for me to come up with a script myself. Especially if I have to go through their services, their website, find all this information, come up with a script. It's like, if I ever got to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I will totally write your script for you. Just tell me the basics of what you want me to say. I'm sorry, at that point, it's like, no, that by itself is probably going to be like a $30 to $40 extra. Because it's just, how do you make it worth your time when you're going to probably be spending an hour looking through their website in order to try and figure out what they want you to say, and then come up with a good way to say it, and then record it and everything like that. And it's like, it's not worth $5. But yeah, so that's been my Tuesday. Other than the fact that I kind of stepped up my exercise a little bit more. Yeah, I think I wound up with like 11.5 miles in half an hour, which is nice. Felt good. So I think by next week I'll be ready to step it up to a full hour on the exercise bike. That'll be burning somewhere between 8 to 1,000 calories for that 1 hour, as far as just straight biking, because I usually have the resistance cranked up pretty good, and yeah, I don't really slack that much when I exercise on the bike. So, yay! Never know. Before in a couple months, you might be noticing a little bit less of me, like literally less of me. It is Wednesday night, and oh, I hurt. Got quite a bit done. Got my 2 videos recorded. Got my exercising done. Did the live stream. Took a bit longer than I was expecting, just because for the one part that we did. But yeah, we are advancing through Shadowrun Returns quite quickly, it feels like, because yeah, but it is a very, very fun game, and I am enjoying the hell out of it. Highly recommended for anybody who likes the cyberpunk type games and stuff like that. Definitely, it is definitely a recommended game. I think after that, we're going to go ahead and continue on with the Shadowrun stuff. I don't remember I think the next one is Dragonfall. But what I may wind up doing, is kind of doing off, a weekend stream, like taking Saturday and saying, okay, well, sometimes Saturday, provided that I'm not doing anything else, I'll do a stream that's just kind of a random, fun, casual game, rather than something that's, that is, very story-based and very, you want to go from one end to the other. I'm not sure I'm not sure about any of this yet. If anybody out there has a recommendation that they would like to see me stream, let me know. I'll do what I can. Also spent some time today kind of organizing my life. And by what I mean by organizing my life is coming up with schedules for, scheduling the exercising, scheduling meals, scheduling when I'm recording and stuff like that, making sure that I have time off, that I can just sit down and kind of veg for a little bit, but also kind of scheduling what I'm eating and stuff like that, and basically kind of coming up with kind of not so much a diet plan, because I'm not like looking to lose weight. I don't really have a goal for that. But with the exercise and what I'm eating, the net calories for the day are usually somewhere around 14 to 1500. And I am still planning next week on ramping up my exercises so that I'm actually exercising for an hour each day instead of just half an hour. And we'll see how that goes and how worn out I am and stuff like that. Other than that, been kind of it's been a day. It's been a warm day. Temperatures are actually getting back up into the 90s here, just as we're getting ready to go officially into autumn, and yeah, we're reaching 90-degree weather. Oh, that's actually kind of is normal a little bit, but not much. But yeah, that's what's been going on today. Fun. Alright, and here we are on Thursday, end of the week, for me, anyway. Mostly. Kind of. Sort of. My weeks and my weeks are a little bit different than everybody else's, it seems. But yeah, so... finally got a notification back from Fiverr that the videos that I did for people completely approved. They're all good, so that's taken care of. All of that's done. Just finished up editing Slime Rancher and One Shot. Hopefully YouTube doesn't randomly decide that One Shot is not advertiser friendly. I don't know why. Last week they did. Last Sunday, it's right when it went live, they're like, nope, this isn't advertiser friendly. It's it's the most advertiser friendly game I think I've ever played, other than EcoQuest. And even that wasn't totally advertiser friendly, because seriously, you could take a lot of the stuff that they were saying, a lot of the dialogue lines and stuff, and just that's not appropriate. That's kind of creepy. That sounds kind of sick and perverted. But yeah. They've been flagging random stuff, but at least with the newer videos that they flag, the automated system is looking at them a bit closer and realizing that no, they aren't. The older stuff, I don't think they even give two shits. Which is part of the reason why I'm not worrying about watching my language anymore. I'm not worried about trying to play their games. They literally, I played a full playthrough of South Park Stick of Truth. They decided that one episode wasn't advertiser friendly. But it wasn't the episode you might think. It was the episode after we dealt with the underpants gnomes. The episode before that is when we're fighting with the underpants gnomes warlock. He gets squashed by a breast, complete with nipple, and the player character gets squashed by his father's nutsack. Now, the video where that happens is completely advertiser friendly. But the episode after that, for some reason, isn't. And there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's some language, but nothing worse than the rest of it. And seriously, dodging a pair of hairy testicles is advertiser friendly. I don't get their system at all. It is ridiculously stupid. And of course they say, "Oh, well, you can request a review, except for we may look at it, we may not, we may just sit on it and just we're not going to do anything about it." It's getting so aggravating these days. It's not even funny. But, yeah, but what do you do with it? Anyway, sadly, we have come to the end of our time together for this week. So, yeah. Next week should be fun because it's supposed to be, again, hot for the first half of the week. I think it's supposed to cool off like Wednesday or Thursday. And then it's supposed to drop down to almost 70 for the high. That's going to be a fun time. Alright. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. And I will talk to you next week. Cheerio!